In the journey through heartbreak and healing, the most important realization is that the path to wholeness lies within. Heartbreak may leave us feeling lost, broken, and unsure. But by acknowledging the pain, reflecting on our experiences, learning from them, and surrounding ourselves with positivity, we can rediscover our strength and resilience. The healing process takes time, but it is through the quiet moments of self reflection, self care, and reconnecting with our inner truth that we find our way back home to ourselves. It is not about erasing the past, but about embracing the lessons it offers and using them to build a stronger, more authentic version of ourselves. As we learn to trust ourselves, heal our wounds, and nurture our emotional well being, we come to understand that our true home is within, rooted in self love, self worth, and the unwavering belief that we are worthy of happiness and peace. By rediscovering our inner home, we create a life that is not defined by the pain we've endured, but by the strength, wisdom, and love we've cultivated along the way. Dot break can feel like the world as you knew it has come to an end. It's as though the very core of who you are has been shaken, and the pain seems unbearable. But let me tell you this, heartbreak is not the end. It's a reminder that you are alive, that you are capable of feeling deeply, and that you have the strength to rise again. When you go through heartbreak, it's crucial to acknowledge the pain. You cannot heal what you do not feel. It's okay to cry, to mourn, to sit with the hurt. Giving yourself permission to feel everything is the first step toward true healing. You are human, and it is part of the journey to experience the highs and lows. But in the midst of the pain, take a moment to reflect. Look inward. Ask yourself the hard questions. What have I learned about myself? What was I willing to give? What was my role in this chapter? Self reflection is not about blaming yourself, it's about gaining clarity so that you can grow from this experience. You deserve to understand who you are in the light of your struggles. Heartbreak can feel like an overwhelming storm that engulfs every part of your being. It's a kind of emotional turbulence that's hard to ignore, no matter how much you try to distract yourself or push it away. The truth is, the pain of heartbreak is like an invisible weight that you carry on your chest, and its presence is felt in the most intimate and raw parts of your soul. But here's the first truth you need to understand. It's okay to feel this pain. The moment you try to suppress your emotions to convince yourself that you shouldn't feel hurt is the moment you delay your healing. Pain is not something to run from. It's a necessary part of the human experience that must be acknowledged if you ever hope to move past it. When a relationship ends, especially one that you deeply invested in, it feels as though your world has been shaken to its core. You might feel like you've lost a part of yourself, like a connection that was once so strong has suddenly vanished into thin air. The disappointment, the anger, the sadness, the confusion, they all blend together in a single cocktail of emotions that can sometimes feel unbearable. It's a heaviness that rests in your chest and affects every part of your daily life. Suddenly, the things that once brought you joy might not seem as fulfilling. You start questioning your worth, your value, and whether you'll ever find peace again. But no matter how intense this pain feels, you must remind yourself that it's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of having loved deeply and authentically. The first step in truly healing from heartbreak is acknowledging the pain, really sitting with it, not brushing it aside, and not pretending that everything is fine when you know it's not. So often, there's this societal pressure to move on quickly, to show the world that you're unaffected and that you're strong. But strength is not about repressing your emotions or pretending they don't exist. Real strength comes from facing your vulnerability, from looking at the hurt and saying, I see you and I'm willing to feel you. It's incredibly important to give yourself permission to feel all of the emotions that come with heartbreak. Whether it's rage over the betrayal, sorrow over the lost connection, or a deep sense of loneliness that seems to permeate every aspect of your life, these emotions are valid. They are your body's way of processing the hurt and making sense of the shift that's occurred. Often, when we try to ignore or run from pain, it only grows stronger, seeping into other parts of our lives and affecting us in ways we don't fully understand. It's a little like trying to close a wound before it has healed. It might look better on the surface, but deep down, it's still festering. One of the most difficult things about heartbreak is that it often brings up a deep sense of loss. The person you loved, the future you envisioned, and the shared moments that once brought you joy now feel distant. like a dream you can no longer touch. It's not just the end of a relationship, it's the end of a chapter in your life that was filled with memories, hopes, and promises. That loss can feel all encompassing. But part of truly acknowledging the pain is allowing yourself to grieve what's gone. Grief is a complex process that doesn't adhere to any set timeline. You might find yourself sad one moment, angry the next, and numb later. These emotions ebb and flow, but they're all part of the natural healing process. During the time after a heartbreak, there will be moments where the weight of it feels like too much to bear. The pain might come in waves, crashing over you unexpectedly, and in those moments, it might feel like you'll never get back to a place of peace. You may struggle to believe that the hurt will ever fade, that you'll ever find joy in the same way again. But when you give yourself permission to feel, when you acknowledge the depths of your sorrow and allow yourself the space to be vulnerable, you are taking the first steps toward healing. It is through the process of fully experiencing pain that you begin to let go of it, little by little, until eventually it no longer has the same hold on you. There is no timeline for how long it should take to feel better. Healing isn't linear, it's messy, unpredictable, and sometimes feels like 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Sometimes you'll feel fine and then suddenly find yourself overwhelmed by a memory, a scent, or a song that brings you back to the pain. It's okay, don't rush yourself. Don't let anyone tell you that you should just get over it. The journey to healing is unique to each person, and it's okay to take your time. Your heart needs to process everything in its own rhythm, and forcing it to heal faster than it's ready to won't bring genuine peace. What's important, though, is that you don't let yourself stay in that painful place forever. Acknowledging the pain is the first step, but allowing it to define you is another thing entirely. You are not your heartbreak. You are not the sadness, the confusion, or the anger. You are a person with an immense capacity for love, resilience, and growth. The pain will eventually give way to healing if you let it. But that can only happen when you stop fighting it, when you stop pretending that everything is okay, and start embracing the reality of the pain you're feeling. Allow yourself to feel the hurt, but don't let it become who you are. You are not your heartbreak, just as you are not the person who caused it. You are someone who has loved deeply and who will continue to love again in time. Acknowledging the pain is not about dwelling in it, but rather about giving yourself permission to process it, knowing that with each tear, with each moment of sorrow, you are 1 step closer to healing. The pain may never completely disappear, but it will eventually transform into something that makes you stronger, wiser, and more at peace with who you are. And that, my friend, is a journey worth taking. Self-reflection is one of the most powerful tools you can use to heal from heartbreak. It is a mirror through which you can observe not only the pain that has come into your life, but also the lessons embedded within that pain. When we are in the midst of heartbreak, we can often feel lost, confused, or overwhelmed by the weight of the emotions we carry. However, it is in those very moments of vulnerability and uncertainty that self-reflection becomes not just valuable, but essential. It's not merely about understanding what went wrong or assigning blame. It's about looking inward to discover how this experience can help you grow and what it can teach you about who you are and who you are becoming. In the midst of heartache, it is easy to be consumed by the external events, the breakup, the lost relationship, the promises that were unfulfilled. These things become the focal point of your pain. And while these external factors may have contributed to your hurt, the real healing begins when you turn inward and ask the harder questions. How did I contribute to this situation? What do I need to learn about myself through this experience? How can I become stronger, wiser, and more self-aware as a result? These questions are not about blaming yourself, but rather about taking ownership of your own growth. True healing happens when you stop pointing fingers outward and begin to focus on how you can evolve as a person. Self-reflection allows you to dig deeper, to look beyond the surface level of the pain and the heartbreak. It provides you with an opportunity to take a step back and view the relationship, or the end of it, from a broader perspective. When you reflect on the relationship, it's important to ask yourself not just what went wrong, but also what went right. What lessons did you learn about yourself during the course of the relationship? What qualities do you value most in a partner? And which aspects of the relationship reflected those values? Did you remain true to yourself throughout the course of the relationship? Or did you compromise on things that were important to you in order to keep the peace or to keep the relationship alive? These are critical questions that will allow you to understand yourself better and create a stronger foundation for future relationships, whether romantic or otherwise. Part of self reflection involves being brutally honest with yourself. It requires you to let go of any rose colored glasses and see the situation as it truly was, not as you wish it had been. It's about recognizing the patterns that might have contributed to the heartbreak, whether they are patterns of behavior you tolerated, patterns of communication you didn't address, or patterns of emotional neglect you accepted. When you begin to recognize these patterns, you gain power over them. You no longer let them define you or control your future decisions. Self reflection gives you the chance to break free from these cycles and to start making choices that are aligned with your true values, desires, and needs. A key part of self reflection is also about recognizing and acknowledging your own role in the dynamics of the relationship. This doesn't mean that you are solely responsible for the outcome or that you should blame yourself for the heartbreak. Rather, it's about recognizing that you, as a participant in the relationship, contributed in some way, whether that be through your actions, your communication, or your own unmet needs. Understanding this dynamic is essential to moving forward and to creating a healthier, more fulfilling future. When you take ownership of your own growth, you give yourself the power to change, to evolve, and to stop repeating old patterns that no longer serve you. This process is not about shame or guilt. It's about empowerment and self-awareness. Another crucial aspect of self-reflection is realizing that you are not defined by the relationship or its end. When a relationship ends, especially one that was deeply meaningful, it's easy to feel as if your identity has been shattered. Who were you in that relationship? How did it shape you? And now that it's over, what's left of who you are? These are valid questions, but they must be viewed through the lens of self-reflection, where you understand that your worth is not tied to another person or a relationship. You are whole, and you are complete in your own right, even in the wake of heartbreak. The beauty of self-reflection is that it can help you rediscover who you are beyond the relationship, to reconnect with the person you were before you entered the relationship, and to uncover the strengths and qualities that make you uniquely you. As you continue the process of self-reflection, you'll also begin to recognize the emotional growth that takes place as a result of heartbreak. While the process is painful, it is also an opportunity for deep emotional evolution. You may come to realize that you are stronger than you thought, that you have a greater capacity for resilience and self-compassion than you ever imagined. Heartbreak can break you open in ways that nothing else can. It exposes your vulnerabilities, your weaknesses, and your unmet needs. But it also exposes your strength, your courage, and your ability to overcome. The key to this emotional growth is your willingness to reflect and to learn from the experience rather than allowing it to defeat you. Every moment of pain can be a catalyst for change if you are open to it. Through this process, you also begin to gain a deeper understanding of what you truly need in your life, especially in relationships. Sometimes heartbreak forces you to look closely at the things you have ignored or dismissed in the past. What were your boundaries? Did you honor them? What were your needs? And did you communicate them? What parts of yourself did you compromise or suppress in order to please someone else? These are important questions that, when answered honestly, can help you redefine your priorities in future relationships. You will have a clearer sense of what you need and what you deserve, and you will be able to make choices that honor your true self rather than settling for less than what you truly desire. One of the most beautiful things about self-reflection is that it leads to personal transformation. It doesn't happen overnight, but with time you will begin to see yourself evolving. The person you are at the beginning of a heartbreak is not the person you will be at the end. The healing process, fueled by self-reflection, allows you to shed the parts of yourself that no longer serve you and to grow into someone who is more self-aware, more emotionally intelligent, and more aligned with your true desires. You will look back on this period in your life and recognize it not as a time of defeat, but as a time of transformation. You will see how much stronger, wiser, and more compassionate you have become as a result of the pain you endured. Through self reflection, you have taken ownership of your own healing, and in doing so, you have become the person you are meant to be. This process will not only help you heal, but it will also set you on the path toward a future that is rooted in your own authenticity and strength. Embracing your emotions during heartbreak can feel like one of the most challenging tasks, yet it is undeniably the most essential step in the healing process. When we experience a loss or emotional pain, our natural instinct is often to push those feelings away, to try to numb them or convince ourselves that we should be stronger than what we feel. We are told that we should move on or get over it, often with the unspoken implication that emotions like sadness, anger, and vulnerability are signs of weakness. But in reality, these emotions are not our enemy. They are simply expressions of our inner world, reflections of what has hurt us and what we need to process in order to move forward. The truth is, to heal and to grow stronger, we must embrace every emotion that arises, even the ones that feel uncomfortable, overwhelming, or impossible to manage. The first step in embracing your emotions is acknowledging that they are valid. Whether you're feeling deep sadness over the end of a relationship, anger over the way things unfolded, or even confusion about what went wrong, your feelings are a natural response to what you've experienced. They are not things to be ashamed of or to try to ignore. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that you should be fine by a certain point, that you should be able to let go of the pain and move on quickly. But the reality is that healing takes time, and there is no set timeline for grief or emotional recovery. The emotions you're feeling now are a reflection of how much you cared, how deeply you invested, and how vulnerable you allowed yourself to be. And because of that, your emotions deserve to be honored, not suppressed. When you allow yourself to fully experience your emotions, something transformative begins to happen. You start to create space for the pain instead of trying to control it or fight against it. You stop seeing your emotions as a source of weakness or something that needs to be avoided, and instead, you start to see them as signals, messages from your heart and mind about what's important to you, what you've lost, and what you need in order to heal. Sadness, anger, confusion, and even fear are all part of the grieving process, and each emotion holds valuable information if you are willing to listen. By embracing them, you learn more about yourself, your needs, and what you truly value in life and relationships. One of the most powerful aspects of embracing your emotions is realizing that doing so doesn't make you less strong. It makes you more resilient. For too long, society has perpetuated the idea that being strong means suppressing emotions or always keeping them in check. But the truth is, real strength lies in your ability to sit with discomfort and to allow yourself to feel without judgment. It is the ability to face your pain head on and say, I see you, I feel you, and I will not let you define me, but I will honor you for what you are. This kind of emotional acceptance requires immense courage because it means letting go of the idea that you need to control everything, especially your emotions. Instead of running from them, you allow yourself to experience them. In doing so, you are not only accepting your current reality, but also empowering yourself to eventually move beyond it. In those moments when the grief feels unbearable or the anger seems too consuming, embracing your emotions gives you the power to process and release them, rather than holding them inside until they fester into something even more destructive. If you deny your emotions, they don't disappear. They simply linger beneath the surface, often emerging in ways that are less than productive. Through passive-aggressive behavior, unresolved bitterness, or even physical symptoms like stress or fatigue. Emotions that are not processed can create blockages in your energy, cloud your judgment, and prevent you from truly healing. But when you embrace them, you give yourself permission to let them flow. You create an emotional outlet that allows the healing process to begin. Emotions, when experienced and expressed authentically, have a natural rhythm. They rise, peak, and eventually dissipate, making room for the next phase of healing. It's also important to remember that emotions are not permanent. It might feel like the pain will never end, but if you can embrace what you're feeling in the present moment, you'll find that emotions tend to shift over time. There will be days when the sadness feels all consuming, but there will also be moments when you can feel a glimmer of hope or even peace rising in the background. Allowing yourself to be fully present with whatever emotion arises, without judgment, opens the door for it to move through you and leave as naturally as it came. The more you allow your emotions to flow freely, the sooner they will pass, and the quicker you will find yourself in a place of peace and acceptance. One of the most important things to remember when embracing your emotions is that they are a part of you, but they do not define you. Feeling anger or sadness doesn't make you weak or broken. You are not your emotions, you are the one experiencing them. This distinction is crucial because it allows you to acknowledge the pain without identifying with it entirely. Emotions are simply temporary states of being, and although they may feel overwhelming at times, they are not who you are at your core. When you embrace this fact, it becomes easier to see that while you are experiencing intense emotions right now, they do not control your life or your future. They are simply part of the healing process. In time, you will emerge from this pain stronger and wiser, with a deeper understanding of yourself and a greater capacity for empathy. As you begin to embrace your emotions, you will also notice that you begin to form a deeper connection with yourself. The more you sit with your feelings and allow them to pass through you, the more attuned you become to your inner world. You begin to understand your needs better, recognize your triggers, and discover what truly nurtures your spirit. This connection with yourself is vital because it helps you create a sense of stability amid the emotional turmoil of heartbreak. Instead of relying on external circumstances or other people to define your emotional state, you learn to find peace within yourself. This kind of emotional independence is a crucial step toward healing and personal growth. Ultimately, embracing your emotions gives you the gift of self-awareness and self-compassion. You begin to treat yourself with the same kindness that you would offer to a friend who is in pain. You stop criticizing yourself for feeling hurt or angry, and instead you practice gentle acceptance. You acknowledge that healing is not linear and that it's okay to have good days and bad days. The more you embrace your emotions, the more you will come to understand the intricate relationship between your heart, mind, and soul. And as you continue on this journey, you will find that the pain will eventually give way to peace, not because the emotions were ignored, but because they were fully embraced and allowed to heal in their own time. Healing takes time. It's a phrase that we hear often, but its true significance can be hard to grasp, especially when the pain of heartbreak feels so immediate, so raw. When we are in the midst of deep emotional hurt, the desire for quick relief is powerful. We want to feel better, and we want to feel better now. But the reality is that healing is not something that can be rushed or forced. It is a gradual, organic process that unfolds at its own pace. The sooner you accept that healing takes time, the sooner you will be able to embrace it as part of your journey and begin to experience the peace that comes with that acceptance. In the wake of heartbreak, there's often a sense of urgency to fix things, to get back to a normal as quickly as possible. It's natural to want to move on, to stop feeling the intensity of the emotions that seem to overwhelm you. But the truth is, healing is not a destination, and it cannot be scheduled or planned. It is an ongoing process that requires patience, compassion, and trust in yourself and in the natural rhythm of recovery. When you try to rush through the pain or force yourself to move on, you end up suppressing the emotions that are essential for your healing. You might think you're making progress, but the truth is, without fully allowing yourself to experience the pain and the emotions that come with it, you will only delay your true recovery. Healing takes time because it is a process of transformation. Heartbreak doesn't just affect you emotionally, it also impacts you mentally, physically, and spiritually. You're not just grieving the loss of a relationship, you're grieving the future that was taken away, the dreams that were unfulfilled, and the connection that once defined part of your life. These layers of grief need to be processed one by one, and that takes time. You need time to reflect on what the relationship meant, what you learned from it, and what it taught you about yourself. It's a journey of rediscovery and growth, and that journey doesn't happen overnight. Every step, every moment of pain, every tear shed is part of this process, and rushing through it means bypassing the opportunity to learn from it and to evolve. The emotional healing that takes place after heartbreak is like the healing of a wound. When a wound is deep, it takes time to close, and even when it looks healed on the surface, it may still need care. In the same way, the emotional scars of heartbreak can take time to heal. At first, it might seem like the pain is too much to bear. The emotions feel overwhelming, and you may question whether the hurt will ever subside. But as time passes, the intensity of the pain lessens. Little by little, the healing process begins to take shape, even if it's not always visible to you in the moment. There may be days when you feel like you're making progress, and there will also be days when you feel like you're back at square one. But this is normal. Healing is not a straight line. It is a winding path filled with ups and downs, and sometimes it feels like you're taking one step forward and two steps back. But remember, even when it feels like you're not moving forward, you are still making progress. Time is working in your favor, and eventually, the pain will begin to fade. One of the hardest aspects of healing is the waiting. It's easy to feel impatient with yourself, to wish that the pain would go away faster, and to feel frustrated when progress seems slow. But the waiting is an integral part of the healing process. It's during this time that you begin to reconnect with yourself, to find your own sense of peace and purpose outside of the relationship. This waiting period is an opportunity for you to reflect on your own desires, values, and goals. It's a chance to rediscover the parts of yourself that may have been overlooked or ignored while you were focused on the relationship. In a sense, this time allows you to rebuild yourself, to become whole again, and that takes time. But the beauty of this period is that, while it may feel difficult in the moment, it is also a time of incredible personal growth. As you move through the stages of healing, you will begin to realize that you are not only recovering from the pain of heartbreak, you are becoming stronger, wiser, and more connected to your true self. Another reason healing takes time is that it is not a process that can be forced. You may try to distract yourself, to numb the pain, or to jump into another relationship in an attempt to escape your feelings. But these temporary fixes don't lead to true healing. In fact, they often prolong the pain because they prevent you from confronting your emotions head on. The only way to heal is to face the pain, to sit with it, and to allow it to pass in its own time. Healing takes time because it requires a willingness to be vulnerable, to experience the emotions you might rather avoid, and to process the hurt. It's easy to think that healing should be a quick fix, but the reality is that deep healing is a gradual unfolding, a process of embracing what is, instead of forcing what you think should be. The process of healing also involves learning to be compassionate with yourself. When you experience heartbreak, it's easy to fall into self-criticism or self-blame. You might wonder if you could have done things differently, if you should have seen the signs, or if you're somehow flawed for feeling so deeply. But self-compassion is key to healing. It takes time to understand that you are not defined by your heartbreak and that your emotions are simply part of being human. Healing takes time because it requires you to be gentle with yourself, to recognize that your worth is not tied to the relationship or its outcome, but to the person you are at your core. It takes time to rebuild your sense of self-worth and to reconnect with the love you deserve. This journey of self-compassion is one of the most profound parts of the healing process, and it takes time to fully embrace it. It's also important to remember that the passage of time itself plays a crucial role in healing. As time passes, the intensity of your emotions gradually shifts. What once felt unbearable becomes easier to manage. The pain becomes more manageable as you move through it. And with each passing day, you gain a little more clarity. You begin to see the bigger picture, to understand that this pain, while deeply uncomfortable in the moment, is a part of your growth. Time gives you perspective. It allows you to look back on the experience and understand it not just as something that hurt you, but as something that helped you evolve into a stronger, more resilient person. Ultimately, healing takes time because it is an internal process. It's not something that can be rushed or controlled. You can't force your heart to heal any faster than it's capable of. But if you give yourself the space to feel, to process, and to grow, the pain will eventually subside, and you will find yourself in a place of peace again. It may take time, but as time passes, you will come to understand that the healing was happening all along. And when you finally look back on this time in your life, you'll see that it was not just a period of loss, but one of transformation, of learning, and of coming into your own strength and power. Learning and growing from the experience of heartbreak is one of the most powerful ways to transform pain into strength. While the immediate aftermath of a breakup can feel like an emotional upheaval, filled with confusion, grief, and a sense of loss, it is through reflection and growth that we begin to understand the deeper lessons of the experience. Heartbreak can serve as a catalyst for personal growth, offering opportunities for self discovery, emotional maturity, and a clearer understanding of what we truly need and value in life. In the early stages of heartbreak, it can be difficult to see beyond the pain. The emotions feel overwhelming, and it may seem impossible to find meaning in the experience. However, as time goes on, you begin to realize that the end of a relationship doesn't mark the end of your personal journey. It's simply a chapter in the ongoing story of your life. When you take the time to reflect on the experience rather than allowing it to define you, you start to see that there are lessons to be learned. Each relationship, whether it lasts or not, offers insight into who you are, what you value, and how you navigate the world around you. It provides an opportunity to learn more about yourself, your desires, your needs, and your boundaries. Through this process, you may start to recognize patterns that have played out in your relationships, both with romantic partners and with others. Perhaps you realize that you've been repeatedly drawn to certain types of people or situations that have ultimately led to the same painful outcome. This awareness is crucial because it gives you the power to break free from these patterns. Instead of repeating the same mistakes or allowing the same dynamics to control your relationships, you can begin to make more conscious choices about how you engage with others. You can learn to recognize red flags early on, to set healthier boundaries, and to understand that it's okay to walk away from situations or people that don't align with your values. By acknowledging and understanding these patterns, you begin to make decisions that support your well-being and that allows you to move forward with greater clarity. Another important aspect of learning from heartbreak is the opportunity it provides for emotional growth. Now, heartbreak forces you to confront some of your deepest vulnerabilities and fears. It exposes the parts of you that may have been hidden, whether it's a fear of abandonment, a fear of not being good enough, or a fear of being alone. These fears are part of being human, and they are not weaknesses. Though, they are simply aspects of yourself that need to be acknowledged and understood. When you take the time to reflect on these fears and where they come from, you begin to gain emotional resilience. You start to realize that your worth is not dependent on someone else's love or approval. You are enough just as you are. This realization is empowering as it shifts the focus from seeking validation externally to cultivating self-love and self-compassion. Heartbreak also teaches you the importance of self-care and emotional nourishment. During difficult times, it's easy to neglect your own needs, focusing instead on the pain or on trying to hold on to something that is no longer serving you. But true healing and growth come from turning inward and prioritizing your own well-being. You learn that it's essential to nurture yourself, to take care of your body, mind, and spirit, especially during challenging times. Whether it's engaging in activities that bring you joy, spending time with loved ones who uplift you, or practicing mindfulness to reconnect with yourself, these moments of self-care are crucial to your healing process. They not only help you recover emotionally, but also provide you with the tools to move forward with a stronger sense of self. By learning to care for yourself in this way, you develop a deeper sense of self-worth and resilience. Through heartbreak, you also learn to let go of unrealistic expectations and attachments. Often, we enter relationships with certain expectations, hopes of what the relationship will be, how we will be treated, then what the future will look like. When these expectations aren't met, it can lead to disappointment and heartbreak. However, the lesson here is to recognize that no one and no relationship is perfect. People are imperfect, and relationships require compromise, communication, and understanding. By learning to let go of these unrealistic ideals and embracing the reality of who you and your partner are, you open the door to healthier, more authentic connections. You also begin to understand that the end of one relationship is not a failure, but simply a natural part of the process of growth. Every experience, even the painful ones, has value and contributes to shaping the person you are becoming. As you learn and grow from the experience of heartbreak, you also gain a deeper understanding of what you truly want and need in your life. Sometimes the end of a relationship forces you to reassess your priorities and desires. You may discover that the relationship was no longer aligned with your values, or that you were compromising parts of yourself in order to please someone else. Heartbreak gives you the opportunity to reconnect with your own needs and desires, to refocus on your personal growth, and to clarify what you truly want in your future relationships. You may find that the end of a relationship creates space for you to rediscover passions and interests that you had put aside, or to pursue goals and dreams that were previously overshadowed. This period of self-reflection and rediscovery can be a powerful time of renewal as you reconnect with who you are and what truly matters to you. One of the most transformative lessons that comes from heartbreak is the realization that love is not about perfection, but about connection and growth. When we're in a relationship, we often focus on the idea of finding the perfect partner or creating the perfect relationship. But perfection is an illusion. Love is messy, complicated, and often unpredictable. What makes a relationship truly meaningful is not its perfection, but the willingness to grow together, to communicate openly, and to support each other through the ups and downs. Heartbreak teaches us that love is not about finding someone who completes us, but about understanding that we are already complete as individuals. It's about learning to love ourselves first, so that we can enter into relationships from a place of wholeness and authenticity. By learning and growing from the experience of heartbreak, you begin to see the value in every part of the journey. The pain, the sadness, the confusion, all of it has purpose. These experiences shape you, teach you, and ultimately make you a stronger and more compassionate person. Heartbreak can feel like the end of the world, but it is actually an invitation to begin again, this time with more wisdom, more clarity, and a deeper sense of self-awareness. When you embrace the lessons of heartbreak and use them as opportunities for growth, you move forward not just with a healed heart, but with a deeper understanding of who you are and what you need to create a fulfilling and meaningful life. Surrounding yourself with positivity is one of the most powerful ways to support your healing and growth after heartbreak. When we are in the midst of emotional pain, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by negative thoughts and emotions. The world may seem darker, and our energy may feel drained by the weight of sadness or grief. However, one of the most impactful choices you can make during this time is to consciously surround yourself with positivity. People, environments, and activities that uplift and inspire you. Positivity doesn't erase the pain, but it helps create the space for healing, growth, and renewal. It becomes the light that guides you out of the darkness, helping you rebuild your strength and sense of self. One of the most important ways to surround yourself with positivity is by evaluating the people in your life. After a heartbreak, you may find that some relationships feel draining, toxic, or unhelpful. It's essential to surround yourself with people who support you, encourage you, and genuinely care about your well-being. Positive, supportive relationships are a source of strength during challenging times. These are the people who remind you of your worth, who help you see beyond the pain, and who encourage you to continue moving forward. They listen without judgment, offer comfort when needed, and provide a sense of safety and acceptance. Whether it's close friends, family members, or even a supportive community, the people you choose to keep around you can have a profound impact on your emotional health. During times of heartbreak, it's also important to distance yourself from relationships that bring negativity or add to your pain. Sometimes this means setting boundaries with people who are not supportive or who engage in behaviors that undermine your healing process. This might be a friend who continually brings up your ex, or a family member who minimizes your emotions. While it's difficult to remove people from your life during vulnerable times, protecting your energy is essential for your well-being. You have every right to create space for healing by limiting contact with individuals who don't contribute positively to your emotional state. This is not about being rude or cutting people off without reason. It's about prioritizing your mental and emotional health above all else. By choosing to be around people who uplift you, you allow yourself to heal more fully, free from the influence of negativity. Another powerful way to surround yourself with positivity is by curating your environment. The spaces in which you spend your time have a significant effect on your mood and mindset. If you find yourself constantly surrounded by clutter, dim lighting, or an environment that feels heavy and chaotic, it can be hard to find peace. On the other hand, creating a positive, calming, and welcoming space can have an immediate effect on your mental state. This could mean decluttering your home, adding plants or fresh flowers to bring in life and color, or creating a dedicated space for self care and relaxation. Small changes in your physical environment can provide a sense of order and serenity amidst emotional turmoil. Simple acts like keeping your living space tidy, playing uplifting music, or surrounding yourself with objects that bring you joy can help foster a more positive mindset.